Hello to all my wonderful students, subscribers, and disciples. Welcome again to another episode of the Civilizing the Barbarian Sutra, the Jing. There seems to be a lot of barbarians out there that need to be civilized, so that's exactly what I will do today. This is your Master GongSun, and today we will discuss Chapter 20. Let us begin. The clairvoyant may be able to see forms that are out of range of the ordinary person, but they cannot see the formless. The telepath may be able to communicate using just a mind with another person, but they cannot communicate with someone who has no mind. The telekinetic may be able to move something without touching it, but they cannot move the intangible. In other words, what cannot be touched. These abilities are effective only if you think in terms of duality. So overall, they don't have meaning. Within the Great Tao, there is no such thing as telepathy or telekinesis or clairvoyance, because everything is seen and understood and touched in their appropriate places. Well, now this chapter might be a bit abstract, so let me break it down. Essentially, this is just another argument against duality, right? Because the form and the formless, I mean, if you can see the form, then within that is without, outside of your normal range, then you're clairvoyant. But what if there is no form? Aha, right? If that were the case, you wouldn't be able to see anything at all. So that's why it's another argument for why there is no duality. There is no big or small or yin or yang. In the Great Tao, that is, in the Wuqi, in the primordial chaos, right? Because we all come from there, and if something can give birth to nothing, or rather, if nothing can give birth to something, then I guess something could also give birth to nothing. Think about it. But at the same time, right, this is actually very deep in metaphysics, because essentially you're asking, like, where do we come from, right? Where does God come from? In other religions, you have a creator God, but not in Taoism. And so logically, something has come from nothing. I know if you think about it just superficially, it may not make sense, but it does if you think hard enough. This is definitely in the realm of existence, right? There's a word, actually. What is the philosophy of existence? I'm gonna type it in Google. I'm gonna look this up. There is a word for it. What was it called? It's not existentialism. Neot something. You know what? It's escaping me. But the point is, duality was created only for us humans to understand it. In the Great Tao, it doesn't exist because we are all one and the same. We all came from the same place, and we will all go back to the same place. That's why we are all one and the same. This is your Master GongSun. As usual, keep acting and thinking in alignment with the Tao.